Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Today we're going to be doing an update here on the 300-gallon Reef, and I looked in the phone and the last time I recorded this tank was in September. So yeah, it's been a little while. Now for those of you who are new to the channel or just don't recognize this tank from the live streams, this tank is it gets cut every day. It seems. I mean, either Big Bertha's in here destroying stuff, which, by the way, she just got massive. And hopefully I'll get some video of her to appreciate her size. Now, yeah, so this is 2 feet wide. Big girl, huh? Yeah, we call her the Destructor. So either she's fragging this tank every day with her big old fin booty, or I'm coming in here at least once or twice a week to cut the colonies to supply the business. So for those of you who are new and don't recognize this tank, and it doesn't look nearly as good as it did back in that or on the live stream video that I keep replaying, that's why. I don't have any excuse. I mean, I understand that it doesn't look as good as it did, but nah, it's okay. It serves a purpose, I suppose. But anyway, back to the update. Everything's fine. That's it. Nothing's changed. That's good. So I'll see you guys later, I guess, right? No, but seriously, there is going to be some changes to this setup here soon. I do plan on replacing this 50-gallon lowboy with an 8-foot tub. And the primary purpose of this lowboy is for my WYSIWYG and for some grow out and some healing. So we'll have an 8-foot tub taking up that space here within the next, I don't know, 30 days, 60 days max. And then we have 2 more lowboys over here. I just reorganized the one to the right. We're going to be putting some more colonies in there. You can see that we have some colonies growing out here. I did mention that I am not moving, at least for another year or so, and I decided to start growing more colonies and just kind of expanding my selection. One of the problems with just having one display tank is there's only so many colonies you could fit in here. There's only so many different things that you can grow, and by adding these grow out discs, which by the way you can find on my website, you can just grow mini colonies all day long. So I mean, I guess for example, we have a piece of green slimer, which I already have a ton of it in the 300, but that was a piece that Big Bertha broke off a couple weeks ago, so I just threw it on a disc, and yeah, I'm gonna frag from that here soon instead of coming in here to these colonies that clearly need to be fragged. I mean, look at this guy, I can't even clean the glass. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, coralline algae. And speaking of coralline algae, that little section is pretty much what the tank looks like every month. I don't really clean the glass very often because hence I'm not really making a lot of content. I mean, I could change that and start creating more if you know, if I'm able to put the time aside for that. But yeah, I don't clean the glass. You guys are always giving me shit about it, but I just don't. I mean, I don't come down here. I know it sucks. I don't come down here to look at the tank to really appreciate it, which I mean, I wish I could, but when I'm down here, I'm in work mode. It's just, that's the way it is. We're either, it serves a purpose. I will say it does take a little bit of the thrill away from the hobby, some of the enjoyment from the hobby, but you know, it serves a purpose, and we're just going to keep going. Man, look at the size of this girl. What's up? Say hi, you big chunk. I'm pretty sure it's a dude. I mean, starting to get a little bit of a horn situation going on there, and then she's got a little bit of streamers coming in, huh? But yeah, I love that fish. Hopefully he or she or whatever the heck it is will be okay for the next year or so. I still haven't decided if I'm going to put her in the new tank, the 1000. I probably will because I'm pretty attached to this fish. I'll just have to see. As you can see, swimming is a little bit of a problem. She just goes around in a big circle. Behind the tank here, it's completely open, so she can go all the way around. There's no problem there, and not really be restricted. But getting through the colonies and stuff like that, that's why, you know, I know it's as weird as it sounds, having the coralline algae or having the glass really dirty is actually pretty good because I guess I don't scare her as much coming down here running around. She can't really see me as I guess as clearly, so she doesn't get scared and dart into the colonies ripping off huge chunks. But yeah, I'll just use that as an excuse. That's why I don't clean my glass, because I want to not scare my fish. That's a bunch of bullshit, but you know what I mean. It definitely helps though. Big Blue over here, this guy, he is the most aggressive fish in the tank, to be expected, and you can chill out for a little bit. But he's definitely not the biggest anymore. He was for the longest time. The sailfin took over. The yellow-eyed coltang back there, she took over size-wise, and of course Big Bertha is beating everybody. Foxface is now bigger than him. Everybody eats good. I have the homemade fish food, and yeah. Other than that, there's not really much to talk about with this tank. The low boy in the middle there, still growing, touching both sides. Actually keeping these zoas in check for the most part, killing pretty much anything it touches, including pieces of coral that get snapped off that land in the mouth. Of course, they're gonna not survive that. But yeah, other than that, no major issues. I guess I will switch over to the other camera here and show you guys the sump section. And well, it's a disaster right now, but you guys will see it. So let's go and do that. All right, so let's go and look at the sump section here. Starting on the left-hand side, of course, our CO2, our carbon doser for our calcium reactor, the Geo, with an extra canister here, which I actually have to go fill up. And probably once I get that filled at the beer distributor, I'll go ahead and refill this one since we're getting kind of close. And yeah, I always keep two, even if it's a smaller one, just because usually when you run out of CO2, it's at the worst possible time. And unfortunately, this tank can't go very long with the calcium reactor being down. It just can't. I struggle to keep it even at 7.5, and that is cranking up the flow. And I dropped the let me look over here. We dropped the pH in the reactor down to 6.3, and then it fluctuates between 3.5 and 3. So yeah, and I can't really go any lower, and I'm struggling to stay at 7.5. So I'll probably, once I get that tub growing, I'll have to either upgrade my calcium reactor or start dosing some kind of 2-part via the dose or something like that. I'm going to have to figure out another method, maybe add some calc on there just to get the pH a little bit higher in the system. We'll see, but either way, I've maxed out the flow and the chambers, pretty much for the exception that I got to top off that one, and that's just really a gas off chamber anyway. So yeah, I have to, I'll probably have to put another method on here to keep up with the amount of growth and healing that's in this tank. I've pretty much maxed out the calcium reactor, which is fine. It just means in the next setup I'm going to have to go really, really big, a lot bigger than I anticipated, because I already went big on this one thinking I wouldn't outgrow it, but yeah, definitely did. So we have the Trident here, of course, pretty good. It does its thing. ATO, which is 30 gallons, again from Geo, matching red, white, and blue. The Geo sump, which is a total mess, to be expected. I'm not even going to say that anymore. You guys know I leave it dirty. USA logos, of course, matching all red, white, and blue. The Nios Quantum 300, which you guys saw the video, I think in October, where I re-drilled, 3D printed a fitting and put a larger drain hose, which is working, but my reservoir needs to be emptied over there. We have 2 return pumps. The Jabo DCS 12,000 and 18,000. The 12,000 powers the carbon reactor here and the main display, as well as the UV sterilizer. And then the 18,000 takes care of the other additional tanks. But yeah, so it's pretty basic stuff. I have it so I can just take them out and clean them every 6 months, and I have yet to do that, and I haven't had any problem. But yeah, the Jabo return pumps are pretty much the only thing from Jabo that I will be using at this point. I'm just waiting for these power heads to die. I mean, it's happening slowly. They're just dying off one by one, and I will never purchase another Jabo power head. I'll take one for free, but I'm not buying. I'm not spending any more money on that. But so far, the return pumps are good. I haven't had any issues. Never had them die. Never had them burn out. They don't overheat. Never had a problem. So far, so good. And yeah, I'm going to keep using those for now. Of course, we had the refugium that we just took the sand out. A couple weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. We took the sand out. No ill effects on that. And I just sell Chaeto whenever I get enough. Right now, I'm just waiting for it to grow a little bit more, and then I'll put it back in stock on the website. And yeah, the dose here that we have for nitrates and phosphates, and our chiller. So that's pretty much the setup. And yeah, it's pretty, I consider it pretty basic. Low maintenance. I don't really mess with it. I come in here and change the filter socks, which I should do. I did that 3 days ago. I got to get in there and change them. You can see that what happens is when they overflow, it has the little section there that just allows it to overflow and not obviously go over the top. I have to get in there, clean up. Yeah, it's just so pretty. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I added to my list of things I got to do, and clean this sump is definitely one of them. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the setup. Of course, we have all of our Apex stuff, WXM, FMM modules for the ATO, and then our Jabo controllers with the 3D printed shells there, make it easier to put on the wall, which again you can find on my website. And that's about it. I mean, there's nothing crazy going on. And yeah, so right now the purpose of this setup is, again, to supply frags for the business. WYSIWYG, regular, you know, whatever you see on the website. Yes, I know that the WYSIWYG is pretty low. I got to get in there and put some pictures up, which I plan on doing within the next 24 to 48 hours. But I've really been focusing on the 3D printing, which I guess we can take a trip over here. Having some firmware issues with my Ender 5. I got to get into the Octoprint and work on that. And just, yeah, I got the new rack here. I think I mentioned this before. And just going to get some more printers. I burn a ton of filament in here, guys. I mean, a ton of filament. Right now, black PLA alone is, I just put 4 more rolls on, and I ate maybe 12. I would say, just be safe, 12 rolls of black PLA a month. And of course, we have the rest of the printers. I got a couple of them are down. I got to work on over here. I got this guy. I got to work on this joker here. Been having some problems with him. But yeah, gonna get more printers. Gonna keep going. There's tons of new stuff, and yeah, really pushing the 3D printing. I like it. I really enjoy it. It allows me to be creative, and which is a nice stress relief. Besides going to the gym, I like being creative and making new things. And yeah. Speaking of that, actually, I just did this today. Let me show you guys my first print. So you guys were requesting the tangs. All right, so somebody asked for a blue tang, so I just made these today. The same versions that we have on the yellow tang, I made for the blue. I know it's not focusing, so pretty excited about those. That didn't take too long. Just kind of carried over the same concept from the yellow tang, so glad I got those done. But anyways, that's about it. If you want to support the channel, and don't forget, guys, that there is I want to show you the tank, but it's going to be really blue. There's going to be the giveaway for the $300 frag pack at the beginning of February. So all you have to do is place an order in the month of January, and you'll get automatically entered to win that. And of course, I'll do a live drawing of who won based on the order number. And just be randomly picked, and yeah, so we'll be doing that. And then every month I'll be giving something away. Next month I'm probably going to do an Apex, and then we'll do a Trident. We'll just do different things, coral, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, so all you got to do to enter is just purchase anything from the website. There's some there's some new Dick keychains. I mean, listen, guys, if you want to know what's going on with the channel, go over and follow my Instagram. Just look up FishOfHex. I post multiple things every single day. It's kind of where I put most of my attention, because it's just easier than sitting down and editing content. Now, when it comes to content, of course, there's a lot of things in the works. It just takes time. I just got to sit down. I'm taking a lot of classes, a lot of Fusion 360, a lot of personal classes for personal growth and all sorts of stuff for the business. So there's a lot of things that I'm doing on my downtime. And also, now I make candles and 3D print and all sorts of stuff with candles, which took off unexpectedly, actually. Just went crazy. I appreciate that, by the way. So yeah, there's just a lot going on, but I really enjoy it, and I'm really happy with what I do, and I'm very thankful for the things that I have and the support that I have. So I'm not complaining by all means. So anyway, that's about it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a 300-gallon update, and it turned into a fish room and a 3D printing and rambling, but that's what you guys get. All right, so I will see you guys later, and tonight is the live stream, so I'll see you guys tonight. All right, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.